What's up guys, David Moss Jr. here, and this is Lake Powell. Later, see you down there. You're probably wondering, how did you get there? So, let me show you. Where are we going?
And once again, we're at body zone number 1 to zone number 5.
Lake Powell.
Zone 1 to 5.
Started here, so it's kind of... Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, so yeah, absolutely. Where we're going. So our first stop on this trip, we're at the Redmond Heritage Farm Store here in Utah. I don't even know where we're at. We're about to go to the Redmond Salt Mines. If you don't know what Redmond is, well, you're gonna know by the end of this video, but this is where we're going. Best salt ever. We're going to the mines. Like literally, there's pictures of it here. We're gonna go actually see it, so stick around. You're gonna see some crazy stuff. Taking a bus ride to a gun range and then going down to the mine. So I'm here with Kyle. Kyle was the bus driver. He brought us here to the gun range. He's gonna bring us into the mine. How long have you worked with Redmond?
So I've been with the company 38 years.
Incredible.
And about the first 20 of those was as an underground miner. That's
Really?
what I did on a daily basis.
Did you ever get sick?
So that's kind of why I do the tours now, because I understand the underground really well. And no, I never did.
Isn't that crazy? Like, because you're surrounded by salt?
Yeah, testimonial. Those 20 years, I seldom, if ever, remember getting a respiratory illness like a common cold.
Right.
You know, I got the flu, bugs like that still, but respiratory illnesses, I think because of that salt environment,
Yeah.
it just didn't happen.
That's so cool. 38 years.
38 years.
I'm looking forward to this tour.
Thank you.
So this is Todd, but you go by Toad.
Yeah, everybody calls me Toad.
I love that. You're the chef here.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
32 years.
32 years. So Kyle has you by 6 years.
Yeah, well, they hired me for 2 weeks back in '93, and I just keep showing up.
Well, you cooked us a beautiful spread here, and we've got your homemade, is it apple cobbler?
Apple cobbler.
Man, this is going to be crazy. Are you going to show us how to shoot some dynamite?
Oh, you bet. You wait till you guys get done eating. We'll have a blast.
You're the man. Let's go, brother.
It'll be fun.
Thank you.
All right.
What are we about to do over here?
So this is not Kirkland brand whole cashews.
Doesn't look like it.
The powder comes in littler containers, but it's 3F black powder. And I just put it in this So it's got an opening big enough I can use my half cup scoop.
Light this fuse,
Yep.
launch a bowling ball out of that cannon 600 yards into those trailers and boats that you probably can't even see. It's like, that's crazy.
Top gunner's boards, the way we shoot the course and the way you make these boards. I set targets at 4 different yardages. 100 yards, 200 yards, 300 yards, and 400 yards. If you hit all 4 ranges with 1 round at each range, so you'll shoot 4 times when you're at the bench. Shoot at 100, you hit it, you move out to 2, 3, 4. If you hit all 4, I'll add you to my top gunner's board.
Let's go.
There is signs behind me and on this green container right over here you can refer back to, but I'll explain it. This is what you're looking for. If you look downrange here in front of you, this first dark raised bed area directly to the left of that first gong out there, there is about 8 of these standing at ground level. And this is the color. They're really hard to see. The scopes have really good, the guns have really good optics with those scopes. So not so hard to find and see in the
So
scopes.
cool.
The guns today are 223s. If you're not familiar, it's a very small caliber. It's a heavy bench gun, suppressed, and a very small caliber, which all adds up to a very light recoil. The recoil on this gun feels about like this.
Wow.
That's all it does. Barely taps you. Let you know you're shooting.
All right, just in the sunlight.
Fire in the hole. Oh dear. Holy smoke. Oh, just doing it.
Get on it again. Tell me when you're there and I'm going to make the target bigger before you shoot. Hold bottom and
Heck yeah!
there it is.
You did it! Woo!
Look at you.
Heck yeah! Woo woo!
Is that good? I don't know. I missed.
No, that's okay.
My dreams are toast.
Crushed. But you
I
got.
saw I missed it by like an inch. Too.
That's crazy.
Whoa!
Heck yeah!
Hey, I missed the blue.
Tough shot.
Missed the
You missed
blue.
orange, but
Or orange, whatever you want.
that white's
I'll
not
take it.
easy to hit.
I'll take it. Hey, it was good coaching.
Woo!
Good coaching.
Real good shoot.
Thank you. Thanks, Toad.
You were so close.
Yeah.
Well, you are gonna crush it. Let's go. Let's go.
Woo!
You.
Dang it.
Let's go.
Nice shot.
I can't believe I missed blue.
I know.
Dang it.
Aw.
Dang it.
That's all right.
You got the one.
So we're currently out at Redmond's private gun range. We just lit off a cannon, shot a bowling ball 800 yards through the air. We're literally shooting sticks of dynamite. And I'm hearing stories of like Ozzy Osbourne was just here a few years ago, Travis Pastrana, and now we're here. This is absolutely insane. You'll never guess where I am. I am 800 feet underground at Redmond Real Salt mine. I'm in Utah right now, and I'm 800 feet underground. This is the Redmond Real Salt mine. Let me show you guys how we got here. We are currently in the Redmond mines. Kyle, how deep are we right now?
So we came down 4 levels on about a 5% decline to a straight vertical depth of 700 feet.
So we're 700 feet down.
700 feet straight down.
That's
Still one more
crazy.
mine level below us.
Is there?
Yeah.
That's
We're just
insane.
starting one below that.
Yeah, we're just starting. You're on level 4. We're just starting 6.
This is
So-
crazy. I know the camera is not going to do any of this justice at all, but we are in salt.
Get pictures for sure a selfie licking the wall, right? So what I want to talk to you about is kind of the mine and the salt deposit here and a couple ways we mine it. So my understanding from geologists is that the salt deposit is here because of what was once known as the Sundance Sea. Sundance Sea was a finger and outlet of the ocean that came inland here and left this salt deposit during the Jurassic period. So that's how old they tell us this salt deposit is Jurassic period. What's in
125 million years?
something like 150 million years ago. What's interesting about it is it left this salt deposit at sea level. Our valley floor right here in this part of Utah is just a little over 5,000 feet above sea level. This main salt deposit that dried up from this sea is between 5,000 and 10,000 feet deep where it left it, so at current sea level. But fortunately for us, geologists say sometime over the last several million years, that sea salt deposit that dried up and left at 5,000 feet has been squoze and pushed to the surface. And that only happened right here in this part on this part of our property. Yes. If you look at the lines in this face, they're standing vertical. They're leaning a little bit to the left, but pretty much standing vertical. Further proof it's been altered and squoze up. If they were still natural, those lines would be running horizontal, not standing vertical. Fortunately for us, this happened because it put it so close to the surface that we could rock mine it in this fashion. If it's 5,000 feet deep, you're not rock mining it. And the other benefit we get from it is strength. Because it stands, it's a lot stronger with weight and down pressure than a lot of mining that is in seams that lay this way are a lot more susceptible to collapse. Getting to this point, you guys seen 2 miles of our underground. We have 25 miles down here. You haven't even seen 10% of what's here. It's a lot bigger than what you've seen. We've got tunnels under us, on top of us, through that wall. It's a salt pillar we leave for support, but there's tunnels paralleling us. Wow. All stacked 6 deep. So some of you I know are very familiar with our relight.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
you're familiar with real salt,
Yeah.
our shaker salt
Oh yeah.
right here. That's what it is before it's crushed and packaged. It's just that right there. Crushed to a uniform, either granular, kosher, or coarse grinder size, and then packaged. Something really cool, if you want to find yourself a couple souvenir pieces or two, get a couple pocket size at least. So I showed this kind of as a joke to a group. Apparently there's a chef out there that salts his food like this, and it's like a thing, right? So I showed this to a bunch of YouTubers. If you really want to be bougie, cool, you just do this over your meal, you know?
I like
And
that.
they posted it on their YouTube that night at a restaurant. They did it on their food, posted it.
Let's go. Royalties.
Right?
Kyle needs royalties, guys.
But it's just bougie, you know, if you want to be bougie, you do that.
So this reflector right here is where Ozzy Osbourne licked the wall. So there's a cool story actually. Me and Stacy have been buying Redmond, actually their bentonite clay and then their relight and then their real salt since 2017. We've been purchasing only Redmond products. And it wasn't until I went to Wadapalooza and met the Redmond Real Salt team that I've gotten to have the opportunity to work with them, and they got invited on this trip. This is crazy. I actually had no idea we were going to be visiting the mines and shooting off cannons and blowing up dynamite. This has been a dream so far, and there's good news. We are just getting started.
No.
What are you saying?
That it's petrified.
Yeah.
Bro, this is not 1,000,000 years old. That's fake science. It's 1,000
From the flood?
from the flood. Yes, I'm telling you. What
How old do you think this is?
is Cretaceous period?
So what do you think we're eating?
dinosaur. Petrified. 100%.
That was like a whole salt shaker in my mouth. So good.
Here, wait.
That's crazy.
Does it look good?
It looks good. White lipstick. You're right. We're so salty.
Spinning with this. That's yeah. So for about 5 years, this tunnel right here has been a tour only. We haven't progressed the drill blast part of it or the grinding part of it that is our food grade in the grinding. Last time they ground in here, I had them leave a little so my guests can sift through it and find a souvenir piece or two. This will not end up on anybody's table. We are producing it for production reasons elsewhere that I don't take tours in.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So there's no bus driving over the.
Right. There's no bus. There's no people walk. You know, I might have been feeding the cows earlier today, and then I'm down here on this.
But
What?
it's antimicrobial.
It is,
So
But
you
s-
could lick it.
but it won't
Straight.
hurt you.
No.
But still,
Frowned upon.
kind of frowned.
Yeah. It's also cool, like you mentioned, that like you don't bring in any base. This is the salt. The ground is the salt. So
Correct.
you're not mixing any contaminants or anything in the actual mine.
Yeah.
It's just pure salt.
Pure salt.
Let's go. Do you mind sharing a little bit about this like lead topic?
Yeah, no, I don't mind sharing. I think oftentimes situations like that are really blown out of proportion, maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
So I talked about the salt and the natural sea minerals, and one of them happens to be lead. But we are literally talking parts per million. You could never get it. You could consume this salt for a lifetime and never get enough lead to do the body any harm. I like to give this comparison to my guests. In most drinking water today, there is a level of arsenic. Most people don't know that, but there is arsenic in most drinking water.
Right.
The lead in this salt is similar to that. It is so small that you can never drink enough water to do any harm with arsenic. Same principle with the salt.
And plus, you're kind of breathing in lead and consuming it in other foods too.
Correct.
So I mean,
Correct.
hey, everyone needs to do what they want with that information. When that information
Correct.
came out, I kind of doubled down on Team Redmond because you
Yeah.
guys have been a part of our lives since 2017, and
Yeah.
it's going to stay that way. So I mean, I have some friends who are content creators, and when the information came out on Redmond, you know, they shared a lot of information. I kind of said I'm Team Redmond.
Yeah.
But what would you say to somebody like who's like, hey, don't do Redmond, do another salt, like Himalayan salt or something like that?
Yeah, great question. First of all, for being Team Redmond, let me fist bump.
Yeah, let's go.
And this is what I would tell them. A lot of other popular salts out there. I don't know that I want to name shame, but
You don't have to.
a lot of them out there are surface salts. They're either surface or they're evaporated. So they're bodies of water, which they're evaporating the water off of to get the salt, or they're mined on the surface. Anytime that is the source, it's had hundreds of years of pollutants, microplastics, all kinds of garbage flowing into it,
Right.
or exposed to it through air if it's surface, compared to real salt, our source, in the ground, buried, covered, not exposed to anything for millions of years, and fresh when we mine into it.
Yeah, that is a huge difference.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you don't really think about that, but there are a lot of pollutants out there that are becoming evaporated into some of the other
Absolutely.
some of the other salts. And no name shaming needed. I
Yeah.
think the goal with my channel is to put information out there
Yes.
that the viewers
Yeah.
make the best decision
Yeah.
for themselves. And I'm blessed to be
Yeah.
able to be here with my wife and tour the mine and actually see like the cool thing, and I think one of the things I love is there's a lot of hydration powders out there. And one of the things I tell people is like why I love Relight so much
Yep.
is you're the only one that sources your own electrolytes.
Right.
You source your own minerals.
Yep.
They're right here.
Yep.
We're standing in them.
Yep.
So I just think it's really cool what you guys are doing.
Yep. Sourced here, not pristine, not exposed, ever.
Right.
Been exposed to anything.
And it's so cool down here. We're 800 feet underground.
Yeah.
Like it took a while to get down here.
You know, I get the question sometimes, what about, because we're running diesel equipment down here, what about diesel equipment? When you first mine into a new area, and it's exposed to diesel emissions, say, for maybe a week. Before we would ever use that for culinary salt, we would come in with this machine, grind a layer off, and throw it in with the road salt.
Oh, that's cool.
So that it's fresh again, not ever been exposed to anything before we'll start grinding and mining it through grinding method for culinary use.
And I do like that you do that because it's not just culinary use, but there's really no waste. You use some of the salts for road
Yeah.
salt.
Yep.
You have
Yep.
hunting salts. You have
Correct.
salt licks for your
Correct.
animals. You have equestrian salts. Like you
Yeah.
have so many different. You have bentonite clay. You have so
Yeah.
many different levels that you can use this for.
Correct.
And I just think what you guys are doing is pretty awesome.
You can bet, though, that if it's culinary for human use, I eat a lot of my own salt
Let's go.
myself, and I have pretty high standards on what I'm going to eat.
Right?
If it's not one of the best choices you can make for a healthy food salt, I wouldn't be eating it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Kyle. MVP right here.
Yeah.
We just left the Redmond Salt Mines. Got to tour the mines. It was insane. And we also got to see Redmond's raw dairy farm and chickens and pigs. It was such a trip. Now, next stop, well, actually, we're on our way now to Lake Powell, and we got a little bit of a trek ahead of us. So we might be taking a nap. It's windy up here, eh? So if you've ever wondered how a dam actually works, this is where my buddy Sean Murray